Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. So I wanted to go over this because I noticed this potentially forming pattern during a stream, and I thought I'd share it with you guys because I think it's pretty interesting. So basically what I noticed is this little hump here, which looks like it could be a left shoulder, and then this big hump here, which looks like it could be the formation of a head. And so I'm very curious to see if over the next few weeks, days, if price drops down to around 189 and bounces back up to around 192, and then that would be basically the formation of a head and shoulders if it were to come back down to 189, testing this green line and then breaking down. And so I just think that's really interesting, especially with the market cap of Apple right at $3 trillion. It's pretty huge. Also, that round number, 3.00 trillion. I feel like it might be ready for a pullback. And so basically, I just wanted to go over those lines with you. So this blue line is drawn at 191.91. $191.91 based on the high on November 20th. And then I have this green line based on the low of November 16th, which is $188.65. And so basically, for a head and shoulders, what you do is take a measurement from the top of the head at 199.62, draw that down to the neckline, which is right around an $11 decrease. And so that is basically the measurement from the top of the head down to the neckline. And so what you'd want to do is then transfer that from the neckline down and see where that lines up. And so I have drawn three potential lines of support, one in yellow, one in orange, and one in red. And this measured move happens to land upon that orange line at, let's see, $177.60. And so where do these lines originate from? What is their significance? So basically this yellow line, that stood out to me first based on this peak on, October 12th at $181.69, really corresponding with the high on October 13th. Excuse me. And so that seems like it could be some potential support if we do see this formation of the head and shoulders. But really, the orange line is where it's at. And so that we have to take a big step back in time to see where that originates from. And so that is basically the highs beginning in, mid-December 2021, also had some tops around there in January 2022, as well as testing that orange line as resistance at the end of March 2022. And so, that does seem pretty compelling to me that will be tested as support, perhaps in the first quarter, first half of 2024. I find that to be pretty interesting. And then also, it's possible it breaks lower than that. And so I also have the peak around the middle of August 2022 marked in red here at a price of $173.64 based on, the high on August 18th, 2022. So in looking at that, and also if I throw up the volume profile to add a little bit to this chart, we can see that there is currently a good amount of volume traded between the blue and green lines, suggesting that will serve as resistance. We might form a shoulder in there. Then below that, we have this pretty big gap in price action, not much going on there. And we don't really see that start to pick up until we get below the yellow line. But really, we see volume pick up below the orange line, suggesting that that could serve as support, especially below the red line. So I am pretty curious to see what happens with Apple in the new year. Personally, I think it's going down to 177, but I could be wrong. I do not have a position in it, but I am definitely not going long Apple right now. But, hopefully this was helpful for you. And if it was, make sure you like it, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.